Welcome back to a Minecraft philosophical video. It's not something new that I'm doing, but over the past 5 months of posting and uploading content, I think this is the one thing I truly enjoy doing because I just get to talk about whatever it is on my mind, philosophically, I guess. But hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you doing great? Are you doing well? So for today, I want to talk about time and how time is one of the best, if not the best, and the most accurate measurement that humanity uses. As anything goes, when you talk about time, you usually hear the phrase, well, time will tell. I haven't really given much thought to that phrase apart from the fact of it being self-explanatory. Yes, time will tell. In the space of something existing within time, it's only within that existence that the measurement of time from where it began and where it ended, so to speak, is how much you can tell the changes. And so time will tell whether something does well, whether something doesn't do well. Time will tell whether something stands the test of time or something falls and fades away. I've always wondered how time within itself is not something that we as humans can control. It's not something that we can grasp and say we have control over time, and so we determine how time works. Sure, we've invented different, instruments to help us measure that time, like stopwatches, watches, clocks, different things to help us keep within time or to help us tell the time, but it's not to control time itself. And I think that's one of the really interesting things about time, because unlike other measurements that humanity sort of has some kind of control over, time just keeps going, it keeps flowing. It doesn't really have a stop and start mechanism. It just keeps going, and we all exist within time. So whatever we do within time, people will say time will tell, because time will indeed tell whatever happens to whatever we do. Sure, we have watches that can, start time and stop time, but that's just to measure the time within time itself, not to necessarily we've paused all of time for all of humanity, or all time for all time, and we started all time for all time. Even with things like growth, for example, you can't measure growth simply by just saying, oh, this is different from this. Yes, it's different, but it's because there was a space of time given for it to be different. Where you started and where you are now is a measurement of time itself. I also think about it in a way with when we mention the past, the present, and the future. Those are all still within time, but we use time to tell what is the past, what is the present, and what may be the future. And usually the future is more of a gray area because the future hasn't happened yet. So there's what we use the present and the past to sort of predict, or speculate about what the future could be. But the past and the present are events that have happened within time. So when we refer to the past, we refer to a time where we experience or had a certain experience. When we talk about the present, we're talking about what's happening now as time continues to flow. So it's just a really interesting concept. Time, you can really take it in any direction, and you can really go in many different ways with it. Time itself really does tell, and hopefully it tells us a lot more than we can uncover, within the test of time. But oh well, that's just a bit on that, and hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you later.